29. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Returnable for Grant. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Balaj. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Toss play to Balaj. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
First and 10, 26-yard line. Let's go, D. Corner. It's going to be a long day.
On first down, Drake. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
But that call makes sense, because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 22, Rosen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run here with Balaj. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's caught. Stills, right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone. but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's 3rd down.
Third down. And 9 yards to go.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
They run it with Balaj. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal. Put them in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Charles Harris. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Drake will start the drive on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They go play action here on first down. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Second down, Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked picked up by the Dolphins. The 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Doxson with a grab over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Thompson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Haskins now off the bootleg. Past the 20. He's got his man. This is Doxson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Ready, 50 to play. Check 52 to mine. Night, sweetheart.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Going to give it to Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Bryce Love taking it in. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, it's a Gruden family trait to be aggressive, and Jay's going to go for 2 here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get your swerve on. Slip. Quarter.
Rosen will throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I got you. Let's go. Here we go.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking long for his tight end Reed. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 47 yards. And the interception by the Redskins deed leads to a touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Check.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. Powers through him. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
He's got a first down past the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Well, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
65, 65. 65. Kill.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And he's going to go down again. Christian Wilkins. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he is in. touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our
she's
guys.
singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Let's go! At their own 17-yard line.
Ready? 52, Mike 52. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. It's three. 23. Come. Ready, go.
They go play action now. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready? 52. 52's the mic. Yep.
Again on second and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 83 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They'll start with a give here to Ballage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he finds Stills, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Got it. 55. Mike 55. I got you, son. I got you, son.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 24, Haskins hit and he lost the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now a handoff here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready, 50 to the flag. Check, 55 to Mike. Check.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here, as we say.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you.
trade.
It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend a day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've rubbing in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride? Never tired. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Get the beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Get the beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Third, round 80. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Son!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Even, 4 down, even.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun, Rivers. And they'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Rivers to throw it. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
This time, Jackson will throw it. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now it's Jackson. Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
second down. Ingram. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
And it brings up third down.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Set, ground 80. He's coming. Yeah, you don't want none.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Delta!
Again, it's Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon, 66 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy. It and catch it, and we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Eluding the pressure right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
To throw again on second down, Rivers. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
The 190. Black 15. Here
we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
180. 390.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Brown. He hot. We're going back to 48 right now. Let's go. Come on. Come on, D.
On second and goal. Rivers under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Rivers. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And it's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Gordon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
Set, green 80, black 11.
From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Wait, 89.
On third down, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Gordon. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
180, 190. You. Hey, go orange. Orange, flip.
From the 24, Rivers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Owasor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. And the pressure gets to him again. Kenny Young, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer, a chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A 1-yard gain there following the 3. Yard pickup on first down.
1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They go play action now. Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Jackson, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll That'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.